I'm not sure if the general consensus of this album would be as passionately positive as my opinion, but undoubtedly, I love the new Regina Spektor album, Remember Us to Life. One of my favourite singer-songwriters ever. Her first 3 albums are perfect or near perfect. You have Songs, 1111, Soviet Kitsch, and even when she came out with the poppier side of her career on albums like Far, I was enjoying her music thanks to beautiful tunes like The Calculation and Laughing With, and even the songs that were much dancier but had a darker meaning behind them in the lyrics like Dance Anthem of the 80s. I feel like her last album, however, wasn't quite as good or as fresh, but this new one though, chock full of kooky, mysterious and kind of adorable personality that made albums like Soviet Kitsch so endearing.
But this album also has strings!
And loads of them too. And they're not totally forced into the mix or anything, they're actually there to add an extra sort of lift to the track. You know, it's not just including strings on the track for the sake of including strings. They genuinely sound like they have a place on tracks like Older and Taller, and especially towards the end of The Trapper and the Furrier, where the strings actually sound like they've come straight out of the score for a film. And that part of the track is just so dramatic, with Regina just screaming at the top of her lungs, "More! More! More!" I just, no. Channel the dirty thoughts out of your mind, Ricky. Shame on you. Shame on you. Place Regina in front of a piano and she can put out some of the most heart-meltingly touching tunes out there. The first couple of lines on the track, Sellers of Flowers, literally made me pause and stare and just think shit through. It was crazy. Might just be one of my favourite opening lines to one of her songs. The track Small Bills, I think that one needs a music video. The kind of song that is so quirky and personality vibrant, probably the most like that out of all the tracks here. It's got that weirdness to it that reminds me of her Soviet Kitsch days. And yeah, I just feel like that could translate well into some sort of music video. It's a fantastic song that's got a nice, awesome, it's got this awesome sort of, I wouldn't say hip-hop, but sort of a very, sort of this awesome beat to it.
He had spent it all on chips and Coca-Cola. He had spent it all on chocolate and vanilla. He had spent it all and didn't even feel it. He had spent it all and didn't even feel it.
The track Bleeding Heart is the only track on here that sounds like it doesn't quite know what it's trying to be. It is pretty, I will make that clear. I just feel like it has this chirpy indie-tronica sound during the chorus, and then bursts into some hard pop rock sort of thing halfway through the track. And then during that last minute of the song, it just turns into a typical Regina Spektor piano ballad. I mean, it just feels weird hearing all these styles switch between each other, and yeah, the song just doesn't feel like it really knows what it wants to be as a song. I mean, it's still a nice sounding track, I'll give you that. But you know, as a whole, Remember Us to Life is an album I surely will be remembering at the end of the year. When I heard she was putting out an album this year, I almost cried. When I heard the actual tracks themselves, I almost cried again. And hopefully with its very touching piano ballads, it'll make a lot of people almost cry as well. Get the eyes a little bit watery. Giving this one an 8 out of 10.